ite de watu ne kodo kinyana ka bo Angleterre kana Gambia dol bi jira ka tale fo 3 days mu ko kodo ni receive no
ja tili sama kodo ke tawle bu ka receive
tili sama mu ka receive no
akaba banko do
akabo Angleterre
Apple download ka fo me ko Unity Remit money transfer service
Unity Remit
wala mu number 1 tinana ta kodi kiyola ka bo Angleterre kana nyim banko kanja ila bunda ba hayna bartes kune kodo kintena minute tam nasoto abe Apple nyinda man download la andu na ya download amanka kodo da man kilede isi cash power for nan sannole isi credit ko san same app andum pana isi cash deposit keno ila banko be bulu nyim banko
ani be nyalano ta fo akai
baba
how can I send the money and where should I send it?
Kasante ye Unity Remit la Apple download ye kodo ki musi ye minute tang ya ki adron Unity Remit mvelem bitaje minute tambe futale jembe kodo bondila.
Wow, that was easy.
Which app was that?
Unity Remit.
Unity Remit. Let me download it.
Wolom tonyati badingulu bi mfele natale jang TONYAA KESSO Gambia's favorite online program me alon ka foko Alhaji Mohammed Dabola kanatale dol ka foko ha ka lunete fingdu na suto bi fanan ni na luneto natal de and bi kachabe interesting la bakel katung be men kachala jang wolomu the life of very intelligent painter dol safo artiso la tem kabullama do ko leke en ala do ko senata ma ba kele Aminata Yajoh fonta folam o ngamerolam de bare ala do ko senata ma ba kele and then niya jibe fon amang ajibe ko amu musolti ama jibe ko coming ale lanjuro do la kanne bare a belief ta fonale ala ta fona ale talent men di ala ka balu wala so it's not all about coming more many alanka fa ko be official lo kono mo politician or model na nyimol men fane alanka fa be bula kalando ko wala and then they have a story to tell nyanta ko fanang kumandile ni kacha mol salon ko yes nyim fanang life Gambia because ndella ko be mu politics lati ka politics la future ba ken ka interest wala ba ke bar kol bi jele men yalan ka fa kono wol fanang important ba ken na balwol kono so wala na bi nga Aminata na fe jang and then it's like not a guest but like a co-host sort of wala mu dembo jobatati birkama dol jamaya long di jobs la bades manager of Nyancho ata fanang is here so Aminata in quick you can greet say hi.
Hello everyone, my name is Aminah Yajoh and I'm an artist, a public health professional, and yeah, and that's all about me.
Yes, that's all about Aminata. So Dembo, you are welcome.
That's right. Thank you very much, Mohammed Dabo, my little kid, for having me here. To Fatu Kamara, our very good sister, for creating such a very important platform where we could come around, discuss about issues that are happening in this country and then across the globe. To our audience that are watching TONYAA KESSO, I am D-Jobs, Baddest Manager hashtag.
Thank you so much. Bakso?
Assalamu alaikum, Badin Gambian. You have a good stranger, man, but he's a woman, nice woman, and a so good, and D-Jobs. Enjoy manager, and mobile, and be because you have a woman man that support lale Gambia nanta muso se mo du yala le pour yema ciol no e dun ñu ko ko me ko de experience in life because it outside West Africa you see muso li ba ko do create la even without music but arts they do many things in job so Gambia no ando ñu bulo mu da dañu ma koy unification of the development of Alai Mohammed.
Walam tonyati bakarilo kumakan kumata bakele. But be Aminata, I think will be comfortable with Wolof. So Aminata nyungla dalal si TONYAA KESSO bi program la bo xamne dañ dé indi façon nit bu nekk nga ñëw fi nga waxtaan ak ñun yow lo dé def. So first kan moy Aminata sa fan nga joggé fo judo you know, and then sa primary school be sa educational background at least dañ ko buga xam.
Well, Aminata moy, she's a very simple girl. So dama demon dama attend on Deeper Life. From there I attended St. Teresa's. I did my grade 4 there, and after that I attended Newsrat. Fufula graduated, and then I completed at the Gambia College School of Public Health.
What do you study at Nusrat? Arts or what?
Science.
Oh, you did science. Then from there?
From there, I graduated grade 12,
Okay.
and I moved to Gambia College. That's where I completed. And
Birkama.
yeah,
Okay. What do you study there?
public health.
That's what you studied. So are you doing any public work for now?
Yes, I am. We are in charge of the COVID vaccination as we're speaking right now.
Wow, amazing. So this painting, when did you start doing painting as a profession? I think now it's a profession.
Yeah, I'm catching up with it.
So how did it all come about?
Since my days at school, you know, it first started as a drawing, and then after that, you know, it developed into, you know, a friend of mine introduced me to it. He saw some of my designs. I used to do designs with pen. So daf gifts, and he was like, yeah, it's very like captivative. So mulajma, why can't you put this painting, these drawings into paintings, you know, turn them into, you know, artworks that could be very attractive. So I said okay, and from there I pick it up. I started learning how to paint, and I was painting along with him. So Momo Janalon, my first painting materials, he bought it for me as a gift, and that was when I started teaching myself how to paint, and along with that I picked it
And then
up,
you started doing the painting.
Yeah.
So when you first do your first painting, how do you feel?
I felt very happy because he told me, come then use one of my designs, you know, and we had to, you know, depict that in a canvas, you know, like this one that is been drawn for Fatu.
This is like a canvas.
Yes,
the frame.
The frame is a canvas.
Okay.
So it was a small mini one, just like this, but a more bigger size. So that was when I took one of my designs and transferred it, and yeah, it was really amazing. I felt very happy, you know, with the turn up.
Yeah.
Then
So
I realized I could continue with that.
you can continue with it. So it's sometimes it is wonders me and many. Okay, this girl painting is very difficult, and then we've been seeing you using one of your hand mostly. So and then it doesn't affect you because we believe you're gonna be using two of the hands at the same time.
Well, I mean, it's not like you have to use two of your hands to paint.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm actually grateful for, you know, what I have now.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not that difficult though, once you get used to it. The thing is, have the idea of what you're doing and learning how to paint, then the rest does it work, because eventually, you know, it's the hand that is doing the work. So the thing is, like, it's somehow very difficult, like you strain, but I'm a right-hander, so I'm not a left-hand person. So a painter who is a left hand will be using the left hand, and the right hand won't have anything to do with it. So someone who is a right hand will use the right hand, but the left hand won't have anything to do with it. So you cannot be using both hands to say you're going to be like paint. You can't paint here and then paint here, you know, so you use only one hand to do that. So, well, yeah, it's difficult because at the end of the day, like, your hand gets strained and all that. But I mean,
so you would have been needing your other hand to be supported.
Not really.
Not really.
No.
So are you comfortable? If I want to ask you this, if you're not comfortable, it's fine. So is it something natural, or you got it along the line?
Yeah, it is natural.
Okay, you were born with it. All right, so that's fine. So okay, Aminah started painting, and then do you put it into commerce? Like, do you start selling it?
Yes, I started selling some of it. Yeah, mostly I would do paintings for like people. If they ask me, they want a painting done for them, you know, at that spot. It would be like a portrait, or maybe painting somebody's face and something like that. So you know, that one I cannot keep it personally because it's not my face. It's someone else's face.
So you take it as a gift, and sometimes you sell it.
I don't take it as a gift. I get hired for it.
You get hired for
yes.
it. Okay.
So like someone will come, like if you want a painting, for example, and then you would just call me and tell me that you need something. Then we will talk about it, you know, at our own level, and then I will tell you what and what you need to get, and then when I paint it, and then I will deliver it to you. So that's how like it works.
How much is your cheapest painting?
1,500.
Eh?
It's 1,500, my cheapest painting.
So the most expensive painting that you sold so far, how much does it cost?
Actually, I just charge by canvas, like if like
it depends on the frame.
Yes.
The size of the frame.
Yeah, exactly.
So the
and
smaller
the painting that the person wants.
So it doesn't matter how complex the painting is, but the size of the frame is what determines the price.
The size of the frame and how complex it is.
The complexity of the painting too.
And the size of the frame as well.
All right. So we'll come back to you because the interview is mostly about you. So D Jobs be lafta damem for jawolo nyintiko anka Gambian ol jele nyil be mu legend ol letin so for they are living legends because muso membo ko nyimbia bala doku kendol. But Gambian ol bukela more celebrate for na fata. Ete muna mira ota.
Abaraka bake Alaj Mohamed nkontanta kotenke komi ndundano nyame angale kanto ka jibe lalbe tentu ke jay melbe Gambia ni Gambia bantala ka muru ke la boss tentu Fatou Camara e meñing platform sotondi anite e pour kanana ka kacha ko la mele alon ko lebe kerim banko kan yani banko e bantala kana very good brother konton bakso atele ndon lesson on kaba vira primary school mbate la baje la ding alla technician wala cameraman on nderi jang e anim fanana kan artist ba tentu me alon ko wa degi ala be menna nga mo jamal jele ibijang barate menno jamama wono yo bari Gambiano kamen tandi don wato wati ani ndol kamen fodron wolom nyindi ko disability doesn't also mean inability nga woje ateto andum fananga bundal soto jamele alon ko komi ka wofole Gambiano la ala mo tabalia foni afata wotolam ka wuli nga kumol fo nga wuli nga mari celebrate ndenga mina fanan abe sundin ku jamala la you know different reasons la biji as to why mbukanna mo celebrate ndeka men fo wala nyindi ko nyum mukul de melalan ko kabrin grassroot long Mohamed
kabrin dumalong
bawo bi ni nga atara ko min tol be la wululal ka kol tandinna let's say tala tata dinni wolu kabrin dinding ninna wulal ka tandi mo la ko nyinom tatati nyinom jalibati nyinom jali yankuba sahoti nyinon na mobalti nyina kijang ibe menna fanan ku kendo lo mo nyanta bulale no male ni kan karandila mba understand lale just you know nga example kilindila lo bri Nelson Mandela banta akola 2016 tamata non dara Rwanda ni musudo bentano airport nga kacandinka te bota South Africa le aya tandina ko komi ndol mbeñanta responsibility talal kanna dindingol karandi mo balla na banko kan ako because atanin dindingol nene be kacala aya nyinin ka kay Nelson Mandela non akay ha ngalon ne akay munelong Nelson Mandela to akay Nelson Mandela ngalon ka tata jail you know abe jail for you know several years for so many years so ate mem photo atala judgment was TONYAA Nelson Mandela tata jail for so many years but ay ku jamale ke même manke jail tati bari dindingo ala ta jail ayo dammale don ko ya karandi o dammal yo bari ku jama bi Nelson Mandela to anyanta men lonna yo bari fana hani kabi na jandron ngaji ko nyantale pour nga fali ko dol mu daji ko lati
ko Gambian se fali
ha wo fannan la wala na komin kana tata nyol la bangol to nda tata non fam fo ngeta mo mbulata mol ko no mel nin tata kachata non pour itol mina nyaadile inin tol ndol membe di younger generation pour que platform ol soto di platform ol men ndol mina le nitole singa kacha kebal ya fo mole ada sila musigo ala kumaya anim fana juma wollam itolti me akuwa malo gena warandi ndol saying hani nyim presenter di ndol me ko bi wala bijang wol dol man tata nyol long baake fo itata bawo tumano sa fo presenter men wuluta ya 2000 or 2001 wote fem fono la tata wolto ni atra mambula tariko noma pour que londi soto juma wala wolti
so ete a feel ko Gambian la nyo karandi balia
ha
anin taunte
yeah
wala tene bukela regional
education support
ni be alive
yes
but ni fate si keso kate amari fe ha so sa nyin mu musolte atomo Aminatalde aka pentin nake saying so far yala story memmo ita jiki fe bi nyin asulata munala
well asulata demaro la bake yalo mo men deketa moti melon ko I believe in homegrown talents no ngal jiki ko momo e di jobs lon jay yellow wolela ntol kabiri ngam fallong as music business managers and promoters nenemantara banta kuto mbe fangola banku kuoleto I fangola duramo jandi wandi duramo oto bi ndengaje ko artisol men bebi jam bawni artiste be afanu tale ndel ni nyirebe industry killing ndolle nyanda ka dema e akoditiol bi jamel yanon ko ata sulata jorawol men bawo ni arts fana jibe jorawol lebije ita kamelta ika creation ke wolle ka dadari ke wolle la ika fen draw ika draw jorawol la woto ngamira ko asulata wala e asulata fana pour demarola in terms of outside representation bawo bi ni ngata ngani artist sifa to jambi big company say engage no pour e fenol dada melalon ko you know it's a kela official kono jandi bita bantala mol engage la ko wala anyanta fana malon fayo okay we that be business women are registered with National Center for Arts and Culture malon fa registered with them
yes.
but anyanta fana registered with them because na de ngofo bring covid lockdown ninketa phone sol dol nata itolle be madli pour ka phone sol distribute isadi artisol be sa so men meta siring bari yenine fako mi mel register ibadila wala la yo say bunda bi jameno ka be madli artisol la ko la gambe zigi union bi janne Gambia Association of Music Promoters and Producers Fanam Bijang. And in other artistic societies, Milan ko Ibijang on the NCAC, ngamira anyanta kango faila wala ya long atebe menna.
Okay, that's fine. So I mean, maybe your Mandinka is not good, but he's trying to say you need support locally and internationally, and that will only come from Gambians. So now, are you registered with Arts and Culture? And how long, like you said, okay, I asked you that question, but from your own determination, how long have you been this? Have you been in this for 10 years?
I think it's more than that.
It's more than that.
Yeah.
So I think your registration will also help you. And then you create your own Facebook page, your social media pages, and then it will also add value to what you're doing, because visibility and publication will definitely tell people what you can do. So what are your plans for the future when it comes to painting?
To start off, I actually have my own page.
Okay.
Yeah, on Facebook. I usually share some of my work there. So with regards to what the plans I have with regards to art, all I want is to pursue my career in art, because I love it, and I want to see myself being one of the greatest artists who've created works that people admire. I want to see myself as an artist that tells stories of people through her work, and share information and messages, because I feel like we all have stories to tell. So I mean, art is not just about playing with colors and drawing anyhow and stuff like that, but it should be more of storytelling, and because there's so much beauty about the world that needs to be told. We have some people whose stories are yet to be told. So as an artist, I visualize myself as that person who wants to portray those stories through my work. So
you want to bring our cultural stories into painting?
All sort of stories, whether it's culture, whatever it is, so long as it makes sense and it's meaningful and people can learn something from it, it's a story.
So in painting, do you have different types of paintings?
Well, yeah, we have different types of paintings.
Do you know all of them or few?
Not all of them, just few.
Like what painting are you depending on?
I know that of fine art, portrait, like this one here, and we have those that are of pen art, and we have mural art, and we have those that do a lot of designs, writing designs. I've actually forgot the name of that type of art. So yeah, there are many, though. That's all I can know. Like there are many type of art out there.
Yeah, but you depend more on fine arts.
I depend more on portrait and design.
Arts.
Yes.
All right. So do you think that will make more money for you in the future?
I think if I work harder towards it, yeah, it will, because I mean, all type of art can portray money for you so long as you're going with it to the right direction, because art speaks to different type of people. You know, you might look at it in a certain way and it might speak to you in a certain way, and someone else might look at it. So yeah, anyhow, anywhere, it can make money.
Are you the breadwinner of the family? And how old are you, if you don't mind?
I am actually 23.
23.
Yes. I would say I'm the firstborn, but I wouldn't say that I'm the breadwinner. I'm trying to do my best to support my family, but I won't call myself the breadwinner of the family because my father is still alive.
Your father is still alive?
Yes.
But you are financially supportive to the family?
Yes. Whatever way that I can, I will definitely do my best to support them.
To support them. So do you have your own office, or you just do it at home?
No, I don't have my own office. I do it at home. I don't have my own studio. I work at home. Apart from the other things that I do, like my public health services and my music, the rest of with regards to art is just at home.
All right, that's great. That's great. So, D-Jobs?
Mohamed, yes. Cooking for Nambije is important. Ateka menke fine arts. Niaji bejang Gambia. So often buka platform sotondi wala concert sotondi mensa sabu itol finance manankungo soto ndung itol kama ka men fono wato dol ntol nka men live nka actionol menke nka cool menke itol fananka wolle tay ke draw wodo ngamida ntol nyanta as exhibition of fanan organize la indi Gambia wherein molmina you know ye kodojo e dung nga artistol involved performing arts you know ye mon entertain isaji fending senaitol fanan bulu waja niaji be actually access so le platform o sotole you know ni be premier kala mol kana ka kodo joy kadung pour kodo soto artistol fanan melalan ko ka start ta ka dulalta but atebe fanna menna arts kono nga fil ko mako rodo fanan bije wolom ka as exhibition londi ka platform ol create e wearin itol fanan mina ibela do ko nyin tandila molla you know mo be mol sinana nge fenjo e dum isaje tol fanan sa manan ko soto ngamiran nyantale fanan you know ngaw ko jibe fe beteke because dindinne mati ya asanjo jibabe dame anim fana ka do ko men sifake wa degi ala arts be kon fante ngamre fa nyine ko layata woto nyantale ngetol fanan ma koy isaje itol fanan se fen soto
it's a gronoje.
Yes, a gronoje.
But what do you think is Gambia's biggest problem, Dembo?
Well, Gambia's biggest problem is the fact that the state, the government, is not so much involved
in arts,
in the creative industry. Anything that has to do with creative industry, I feel, you know, our government are so much relaxed about it. Yesterday, I made a post regarding the state of affairs in the Gambia when it comes to creative industry. And I said no government has ever taken the issue of creative industry seriously. And that's the fact of the matter.
From the time of Gambia?
Yeah. From the time of Jawara up to this moment. Yeah. In fact, what we see with this government, I think to me is very, very discouraging. I mean, they are doing less, you know, in terms of support for the artists. I said it, I mean, even the day of Tata's funeral, Mohammed, what I expected was for the Ministry of Tourism and Culture to be present in capital merits. The Minister of Tourism and Culture
should have been, merits?
Yes, in capital merits. You know, Ahmad Ba should have been part of the 4 seats on that day.
Definitely.
Yeah, he should have been part of the first lines. That did not happen. So we cannot continue to see government and people of this country so much involved in politics and forgetting about the most important things. Arts, aka fanko men nati bangoe. You know, ning artist ka kodo men nati government. Ni toli olon no, tondi te tulu nala. But I feel ko mem fa nyanta kela. What the sector players in arts should be advocating is for arts and tourism to be a separate entity. I think that's the way forward. Let's have Minister for Arts and Culture only and have Minister for Tourism. That's it. That's the way forward.
That will be the way forward.
Indeed. Because all these things, there has been individual struggles in the creative sector. To be honest, the major income for artists here in this country is gate fees. Period.
Yeah, so Baksodu,
Min sister akama futa important back I'm support and support soklale. Amad bawo nte nyaay lale.
My cook that.
Amad banta nyaay lale. Amad bawo ministry post is too poor.
It's dollar.
It's too poor. It's not dull. Because this kind of woman, then you support lale. Because fentable, accountable, fentable. He cannot even painting kodo that I cannot pay. Because Gambia could sort of polite, could just coming for one idea. I feel that. Because government, then I asked the government man concentrate Gambia.
You are an art student?
Yes,
okay.
I was in Costa. You knows me very well.
Which grade? Okay, grade 9, even arts, yeah, arts last
I'm a grade 9 student, grade 7 up to grade 9.
You done that grade?
9.
Grade 9?
Yes, they are the school. So then, in Africa here,
okay.
You can Kumayani. Like Jalba Kwato will know Nafaso Gambia. He told for what Gambia can learn Nafaso. You come to this guy also, Ahmad Ba, attend ministry post guy, title of name the matter. Okay, yet in Europe, you look at a university of free education.
Yeah?
They will not even pay a school fees. Not pay.
No, but back so conscious
not book, not everything. Because they have this boarding school where the woman they have to educate. But in Africa, they are Muslim defense.
Yeah.
I don't have any idea. Bigger is to look at Muslim, they find a tika mola. In a major sort of. In a fudu sort of. Me no know in Gambia. Me don't tell a Masakunda do what. Me not Ahmad by ministry post. You call them a baroti there. Me not number baroba wale batoraka. Didn't get the level to me and go to the intelligent and in the man to make a best woman is an artist. Ninja Jamal level Gambia. But we more less than they have to support the jobs.
No, well, I'm
space, I'm not to Yafo. Gambia more can do I do not can do. Yafat Lumen, a black is so. One day we get with Yamosi Fabi for them. If you don't know the body of about 6 o'clock, you have to know about that. If you body of jacket,
huh?
Nobody.
So a Kadiamo men.
Diamo for a Potilo Boita, Police Secretary Bamda. So we are Gambian, we call ourselves Muslim. So what's the use of the government? Government no free education didn't want to jam. In a university yellow jam. Any university in Gambia, you have to pay the school fees. And the scholarship area, corruption board, higher education. Well, the corporate
scholarship la area la.
Okay.
No, man for you I fool. Continue. Yeah.
They apply higher education.
Yes, scholarship.
Since somebody and neighbor office, I remember women in a boat in Banyani. You remember that?
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
Now, wake up. You're talking with me. You just know me. So this kind of education woman, manager just based in Africa. So
okay, sorry.
Yes, definitely.
Your scholarship apply mentally.
Higher education. That time Ture was less responsible about the scholarship man go student in Ethiopia, Egypt.
Time that
time I was want to be a technician. I'm a studio man because I'm artist. You know, can't jump tableau can come musical like you know, can't jobs. Come put
okay, Sayala Bem Gambia quality. So your scholarship apply with grade 9 result.
Grade 9 result. University car for grade 9. I'm educated.
Yes.
Okay, in Africa, we don't expect anything kind of this kind of definitely, because tell me why no? In Senegal, you be should do open one second being told Gambia no no. Women the first one to it. What can be in Senegal? You tell you develop. Come like I think you see for Europe. My dead body BBC level you announce, CNN level you announce. But be just education that they call if you write your paper, if I get paper blood and block just be looking, they forget it. You can tell her. For why can tell a minute of time minister? Because no police of content, no government no beat them in the beat police of appointment for Malcolm. Okay, in that industry time. Mama ko woni
ntolo be lan ka fenn fenk
police sojaro na tanka ay attack akonte na to abulo ka ko no ko na to abulo ma ja ndabara safara ma chanda ndaba school le yen by school fees la my father say poor man me I cannot have school fees na kala si po at higher education ye by ko kandidan sojaro le mbude ka bi sama dafa tilo boyta bay na mo fo moy ani Mohamed na mo moy
okay so yana no nyin men
so this kind of woman you be frustrating. You want to cook and not fire. Accountable. and they ask
Okay,
art these painting colors, their own costs, even the pen.
Okay, you want to go and study at the university in Egypt. Okay, what Bucks?
Japan.
Okay, but let's be honest here.
No, I'm honest.
I'm
the liar.
No, okay, in Canada.
Yes.
It allows a scholarship like university. Huh?
Japan. That's my first target.
Okay, Japan scholarship apply also.
Trust me, I
am. Mike, okay, that.
Okay, nothing that.
So, sign, grade 9, what better Samanola University?
What do you mean? Go to in Congo, go to South Africa. People are doing a free education without no school fees. Trust me, I am.
Okay, so that's very important now, because we are running against time. Okay. So it's all centered around Aminata's work, you know, and then Aminata, at least Gambians are watching you all over. What exactly do you expect from Gambians when it comes to kind gifts and then support? What do you really want from Gambians?
All I want is like Gambians should actually support like artists, because we have a lot of artists who have great work in this country and they are yet to be discovered. Some are even frustrated because they just gave up on the art. I've seen I have artist friends who have actually given up on the work because they say like art be amud halis ti bini man drona be sona awma halis. You know, no one is there to support you. They will see your work and be like, wow, this is nice, but that's where it's going to stop. No one is going to take you further than that. No one is going to be like, invest on you. And even if they want to invest on you, like you create a work that is so beautiful and eye-catching, if you charge them, you start seeing them running away. No one will want to remove money. They will be like, yo, when it's not about that, because the time you put in that work, it's very important, because like every artist wants to be good at what they do. They want to deliver good work. You know, you can't, you know, be an artist and then expect to give someone who a bad work. But at the end of the day, if the person does not pay you, you become frustrated. You give up. I've seen an artist friend where, you know, the person just, he has, when you go to his house, he has a lot of good work, but I asked him whether he would want to do an art exhibition. He said no, he's not going to do an art exhibition in this country, because he said Gambia does not deserve to see his artwork. I was like, wow,
Gambia does not deserve
to see his, like, it's not worth the take, because if he is supposed to display his artwork, people will see it. Out of all that 10 art pieces, maybe only one will get sold. Imagine that. Just one.
So meaning they don't, even you in the painting industry as been stigmatized by Gambians in the sense that they don't support your work.
Yes.
They don't buy your products.
No, we need to have strong institutions.
What do you think is responsible for that?
I don't know what is responsible for that. Maybe they have other priorities or other stuff, but like, you know, they see good work and they admire it, but they don't come out to say they want to, like, you know, sponsor you or help you do something, because in the Gambia itself we don't have enough art materials. Every art material is expensive. Coming from the canvases, coming from the paintings that you need to buy, coming from the brushes, all the materials that you need are all expensive. And if you don't get paid from what you're doing, if you don't get paid well, then how will you buy the next material that you need? So like, it's very difficult, because if you were, let's say for example, you come to me for work and then I said, okay, fine, I'll do it for you, and then you're like, how much is the price? And if I charge you and then you want to run away, or you start bargaining for the price, and if you start bargaining, the least you would want to pay me won't be according to what I want you to pay me. You want to pay me what you want to pay me. And then if you pay me that, then how will I be able to buy my next art material? So that alone happens a lot of times, and many artists are actually going through that.
And it's discouraging. It's
discouraging, because one, Gambia doesn't have enough art materials. If Gambia was having enough art materials, then I think it would have been more cheaper. But because it doesn't, and the people selling it, you know, they have to pay a huge amount of money to ship them. So they themselves would want to gain income from that. So at the end of the day, all the prices will increase. So we're the ones,
So
you know.
meaning that the materials that you people are purchasing in order to execute your works are very expensive.
They are very expensive. So it's like you need to, instead of buying it, you need to learn how to make it yourself.
Yeah.
There are some art, they would rather make canvases than buy canvases because they would say it's cost less.
And you, what do you do? Do you buy?
For me, I cannot make canvases.
Yes.
So I buy them.
You don't have a choice.
I don't have a choice because I cannot make one myself. But I'm planning on learning how to make it. Because I have a lot of art friends who are actually guys and they make it. So like, I'm trying to learn from those people how to make it because all of them are just men out there. They can really make those type of things like plywood and backpack, and I won't even have to be backpacking all those stuff. So it's really crazy. So sometimes like I won't have that time, and it needs time, like patience. So the thing is like you can't like, there are some, they don't have, some artists like they don't have external jobs like other supporting jobs. They only have art because that's where they're good at. So for someone who has like some other job to rely on, like it will be very difficult to say like you're going to, you know, do all those materials by yourself, because you're going to, it needs time. Like you need to say, okay, this day I'm going to schedule myself, I'm just going to focus on basically just artwork.
Right, that's
To fix,
great.
to make all those materials to be done.
That's
so
great.
unlike someone who just relies on art only, you know, so that person would have time to, because art is where he gets his income. But if a country is not doing much for him, he goes day by day, coming day by day, whatever he has, that's what he keeps.
That's what he keeps.
Yes.
So Dembo,
Yes,
what do you have to say in connection to that?
Yeah, exactly. It's important here. Well, I'm left to relate to the local, exactly, audience. I can remember them coming. It will doko menke, bulla kalang doko lam. Asning puruka atandi. Ngamira fananko Mohamed mansakunda nyanta woto jibe la bakele. Wala nanka foko follow ngani nanka fa register with National Center for Arts and Culture. Ngamira itol nyanta le puruka wo sidulal wala o kenal ka wodada pour ñul financer nanu ñame yela doko tandi e pare la doko fana ni atandi nga katoke nga accept ngata e kamenke ngela doko ol sang ko so le ba sabu la itol fanan ise fan topoto noji anda même fo jam fana ko mayata wolom itol ka jorangol men e kasula jorangol menna pour kanin doko ke i jorangol mu i serta bakele danaka ni atale lafta jorangol do la fam fo se mon le soto melana ko lebe ma ko la pour ka sotondi o do ngamira kon dol nga bunda men soto membe maraling artisol la kuola i nyantale yo fana jibe bake bawa be manke performing arts but itol fanambe artisol kono woto nga dinkiral soto ndeban dinkiral mena ko sela nyin fengol sambaje nga ngulu nga saibul ay saje to le fensoro ba nimman roke kanrabe kala problème otele
so wo fanamu another mantora ko
dolti itole wala na nga foko birinta mo mena covid la first strike molbe seeding e fonsol men na tay to le nyin karo le ke e finance fananke wo artisol la mena ko le register saje se fendila bari ñulbe bunda men nan kanyina wol ba illa wala bakele pentol be area men pentin nganyina o artisol la bakele andi you fanal ko mayata le ngamira control be nyantale nga ñoo support individually coming jannon do ni be jannon ibe ko dol tandila mol la mel be jibero lay tol fanan se bulo kafu ma nyamen ka ma koy roke bawo hanen be sirin jambento itanim fatu obviously ngal bulo moy dulaji kalamuta dula jamal leto woto ay paka pentil mel ke ni nyatale ani kabi fonse diamu gambeno le mel bi jani mel be banta
so that's great. And Aminata, what do you want to say finally?
Okay, what I want to say finally is like if this country could have like more platforms for art competitions, because we have a lot of artists that are out there and they need platforms to showcase their skills. I could remember the last time UN 75 was around, where there's a lot of artists came, but how long will people have to wait for UN 75 to come for them to do the same thing again? So it's not like only UN 75 should be doing those competitions, but I think like individuals who can have who have the capability to actually host these shows should actually encourage more artists to come out and give them platforms. And all people, professional artists who have made it into the art business, because we have them around, big artists, they should also try to reach out to the younger ones, to meet them, to get to know them, to, you know, teach them 1 or 2, 3 things, or maybe they could also, you know, showcase a competition or something where all these artists could come, and then at the end of the day, like, they should not just, you know, the artwork is not just for this country, it's for international basis, because if you go out there internationally, you get to find out that people in the international world respect art. They value it a lot. They pay a huge amount of money for that. But in a country where like only few people respect it, they respect it, but I can understand if you don't have the means to pay. That's okay. But then respecting it, and then you have the means to pay, then why hold back? Why can't you just, you know, give yourself the opportunity to see someone up there by taking that person? Because if the person goes up there, it's not just for that individual, but for the entire country as well. How many of us, you know, who go out there and we hear big artists' names and say, okay, this artist comes from the Gambia, so and so, you know, you have like big art shows internationally, and people pay huge money for them. You would rather see a Gambian paying an international artist huge amount of money for his artwork than a Gambian paying a Gambian artist for a work.
Thank you so much. That's great. And then I think that's George. That's your escortee. He's the one that came with you. And then D Jobs, what do you have to say finally?
Yeah, exactly. There is high need for us to be so much conscious about homegrown talents. I'm glad that she's a Nusatarian like me. And then she's been doing great, obviously, you know, having realized she has been, you know, in the industry for so long. Fine arts is very important.
Definitely, man.
It's very important. And I think our...
In Africa, for example,
that's right.
especially Gambia.
That's right.
In Jamaica, they respect arts in Jamaica.
But
it's a matter of fun.
But I'm later for them. Them go follow. No, tell about close. No, sorry.
Let me come. Let me come. It's serious. In Jamaica, they respect arts. But West Africa, we don't respect arts. Only Senegalese we respect. Senegal will be, when you go there, you human, you cannot you student, you workshop, they can be occupied there before better base content. Like this kind of woman, Gambia here, that will be in a ministry among corrupt. In the new don't be new cafe for they have to support them. Support they
okay, but sign them also then it
no, but great point. Great point.
No,
I know.
You said ask to them.
No, George had you well.
They don't know.
Yeah.
Ask to them.
That's right.
Trust me,
And I told him,
they don't know what's
no, I know you since in our earlier teens.
When he's in Europe, this guy, he even school from even pass off at Ajura.
That's right.
Over my dead body.
Yes.
If I have that university to about diploma about international tea, about person officers.
Yes.
He have no support. So the lama sekunda, then you higher education work in the fator.
But so time can
no, Dembo so 1 minute lang it is Dembo.
Yeah, that's right. It is important. To be honest, I am very happy to be part of this platform with you, a young person that is doing great, and of course to accompaniment George. I know he has been also assisting you a lot, and we will also join forces with him to make sure that other people are informed about what we are doing, and I believe the greater audience also will have to put in something because fine arts is important. But then we understand one thing here in the Gambia, one thing that is true, you people have been so much marginalized. That is why I said we should also come up with platforms where we will accommodate you also, you know, to be involved and then get something. Yes, I am very happy to be here. Moment going to JB can be tend to ngajay because we along combina jang at is following. Mbarin link and element abe Germany, Ubijobate will be Bepare more flex, me along at a t-shirt will create nyaning capo by this manager.
That's nice.
You know, definitely Nanduke Kendolong upon artist artist. So exactly, another artist more flex, you know, manga jaje falu bahaba. Bepare nak K10 to KJ Mohammed, you know, inila boss fat camera and in crew bay fatu network. Albe bara kendolela, awadege ala Mansur albe bara kendolela. This is great because nim platform ole ka sabu kole almembe kering molke long ma ko role ke comme bakso ka fanyame bakso bari be sabar la.
So wolom tonya
bakso
so bakso etala kuma la ba monati
nde kuma la ba mo de Gambia non te nyaayel la le nana more consider.
So ko Hamad Ba.
Nela moy na kana wandi kuma foje.
Okay.
Serious. Ni mata joke c'est ma platform.
But Tonya Kesso lang ala kuma fo.
Okay.
Na ya fo na ta man ta ke kan kuma fo.
Ya la gala minister of tourism.
Kan kana tan president lem si ndaka ta ba.
Okay.
Okay, ndama ta joke ma serious.
Golan Tonya.
Okay, party will be mal content of black promotion and model West Africa what they want in Africa, they want to develop in Africa. So Gambia government by dan la please from art student kata for higher education they can stop the corruption inside the office. So baro nte nyaaye la yo office ko na benefit from Ahmad Ba kata for higher education.
Tonya Kesso.
Ha. They come there. Because the corruption inside mole envelope officer konole e mo reply di molla e mo kono ko di molla e mo student non ma koy Gambia dan ñu japp.
But sala Japan ta muntuma lo stop. Ani more nginin ka ko when did Bucks Ibanez Bucks going to Japan?
No, Atata already. Atata
ne ku fe West Filiari member. Ne gute West Filiari member.
No, Atata Japan ne foka pare.
Na manta.
Ah, okay, manta.
Ngala ko be fa ma mbol fakante.
Oh, you were supposed to go.
Yeah, this is very good transfer that big role side.
Oh.
So to transfer na ibe say transfer Senegal.
Ah, idila fe ma ko le ni ma ko kara Japan.
Ma Bucks grade 9 result. Tonya Bucks be down study at university.
Yeah, this boy say foolish boy. You might as a human.
Yeah, maybe performing arts.
To amo kanyo ko mdaka do baka intelligence ko wulo. Bana to ya fina le serious man. Ya nga ko do ka joke to be serious.
Yeah.
Okay, nte bal fa be dame. Woman she's so perfect and so perfectly and ba support la le.
No, but in English, you call English for.
I'm English for.
Approve more le bajibe ke lafta ka ma ko.
Okay.
So conclusively in English, what do you have to say
So
about
all the Gambian people outside, I'm begging for you people, Gambian brothers and sisters, to help my good sister.
Very true.
Because I'm a subject mentor, I support it and I like it in support.
Nice.
And he's need to help. I found that for Sembe and Masembe there to know. So from the government for now, higher education, kada for ministry industry, it will find
but higher education you kuja
back.
Ala Japan
So then after the pay your corruption of that inside the office, money later be received la.
Alright.
Non karale. Stop. You can only let them be received the blended tablet can be fired hospital. Let us stop that.
Okay.
So this lady is a first lady and now support le and now some so symbol and 70 and the more happy, more content, more more through now sponsor and can discouraging and not encourage. Like Gambia no more discouraging le. Bitara Senegal, musol ba karalola, musol ba ko keka, musol ba drive na, musol ba engineer nga, musol ba taxi la.
No, I call English.
Okay.
No.
If you go to Senegal,
but you go not for backslay for
the woman they are tailors.
The woman they are tailors, some are drivers, some they are engineer, some they are carpenters. They have many methods. You feel me?
Yes.
So Gambia jam, we are
no English.
Okay, Gambia here, higher education is very corrupt. Ahmad Ba is corrupt than Baro. Because tell me why, Ahmad Ba don't help people. Because Ahmad Ba at a ministry.
No English.
Ahmad Ba ministry post is have no use. Yeah, trust me, I have. It have no use. Because tell me why, for how many years Ahmad Ba is industry, higher education, mboka national board. His my sister la, mbari ndi wala indi, mbari mso brother indi, ida mane ko nyepik, ya kola siko di ida mane kata. Ando bla Gambia non. Al ko majibe, ni official man ke to da matati. Ni official man ke da matati ni mo be dental. Ya you big government, we make the government. Until the government is sotla.
Yeah, Walam Tonyati back, so I'm content about it. Thank you so much, Aminah, for coming.
So we are supporting
she's a painter, and then if anyone wants to support her individually, we cannot just wait for government support. If you have any artwork in relation to painting, Aminah is available, and then you can contact her. And she's a young Gambian. She needs our blessings. She needs our support. And most importantly, if anyone can volunteer to build her a studio, that is going to take her a long way. And we're going to campaign for that, and I'm personally involved to make sure that it's possible. And we'll be sharing her materials from my individual pages, and I'll talk to Fatu and other genuine Gambians to come to her aid and make sure she achieve her dreams. And Aminah, we appreciate your coming with George. We really appreciate it. So thank you so much. Unity Remit our main sponsors. We thank Unity Remit for supporting this program. Zainabu Musa Dabo, thank you so much for supporting this program. Chairman of the Republic of the Gambia, Boy for supporting this program. J&J Studio, Abbas, Yajoh, and team. Thank you so much for supporting this program. Unity Remit, the best money transfer from UK to the Gambia. Buy your cash power, your credit, and also you can deposit your money if you have any bank in this Gambia, even if you are in the UK. Thank you so much. Until we come your way next week, another interesting program. Bye-bye.
Ite de watu ni kodo kinyana kabo Angleterre kana Gambia. Dor bi jira ka tale for 3 days. Muka kodo ni receive no.
Ja, tili sama kodo ke tawle buka receive.
Ha, tili sama muka receive no.
Akaba banko do.
Akabo Angleterre.
I upload download the kafo me ko Unity Remit money transfer service.
Unity Remit.
Ha, wala mo number 1 tinana ta kodi kiyo kabo Angleterre kana nyim banko kanja. Ila bunda ba hayna bartes kuni kodo kintena minute tandro ngasodo. Abe apo nyinda manne download la andu na ya download amanka ko ma kodo da manne kilede. Isi cash power for sannole. Isi credit ko sang same app andum pana isi cash deposit keno ila banko be buli nyim banko.
Hani be nyala no ta fo akai.
Baba,
How can I send the money and where should I send it?
Tasante ya Unity Remit la appo download. Ya kodo ki musi ya minute tang ya ki adron. Unity Remit mvelem bitaje minute tambe futale jembe kodo bondila.
Wow, that was easy.
Which app was that?
Unity Remit.
Unit Remit. Let me download it.